Welcome back, everybody, to the next 4 steps in building the Dalek. This month we've got some very reflective parts, and we're going to be motoring right along into the first issue. Thanks for joining me. Here are the parts for step number 55. This is another motor that is going to be attached to the first bar that we had created, and the first wheel that has been attached on. So the second motor is going to be attached onto the other end. So now with the motor firmly attached, it's time to go ahead and attach the wheel onto the drive shaft. Just like last time, the wheel does have a D-shaped pattern to it to match with the axle. We then have the washer, the lock washer, and the screw to all put into place. Just as before, I'm going to do this off screen because it is rather fiddly to get it all put together, and I will be right back with that attached. So now with the first half of the wheel attached to the axle, it's time to go ahead and attach the second half. Again, you saw this last time, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the 4 screws put on and be able to be ready to move to the next step. So you would think that with getting that second wheel on, that would be the end of step 55, but there's one more thing that we get to do. Not since the motor for the head came in we haven't gotten the opportunity to watch anything move. That adapter cable that came in with this step attaches onto our battery box, and we're going to be able to watch the wheels be able to spin. If any of the motors are bad, now's the time to replace them, as opposed to later on. So getting this first wheel attached. Plug that in. Turn on the power. And there's the wheel spinning. So we know that motor works. And now I can turn this around and give the other motor a quick check as well. And that wheel is spinning as well, so that's good to see. They're also pretty quiet, which is nice. So with that, step number 55 is now completed. Time to move on to step 56. Step number 56, we get these 3 reflectors. These are for lights that are going to illuminate the bottom of the Dalek, giving it a glow coming out from underneath the skirt. Running joke for many years with the Daleks is, how do you escape from them? All you need to do is run up a set of stairs because they can't climb stairs. And yet, there were plenty of episodes early on that in one shot, you saw the Daleks downstairs, and in the next, they were upstairs. It wasn't until Remembrance of the Daleks during the Sylvester McCoy time that we finally see the Daleks being able to levitate and fly up the stairs. And that had a glow coming out from underneath those Daleks as well. So go ahead and get these attached into the base of the skirt for the Dalek. Starting from the underside of the skirt, going to go ahead and get this placed into its location. You can see there are 4 lugs on here, and each of those go into these 4 cornered holes in this location here. So that's just going to set down onto here, and those then lock right into place. The screws are then going to come from the other side. So that's the first reflector in. There are two more that are going to be going in, and they go in very similar to this. So I'm going to go ahead and just start working on getting those put in place. With that, step number 56 is now complete, and it is time to go on to step 57. So for step number 57, we get the last two light reflectors. They're going to go in. The larger one goes right in the very center. The smaller one, it goes towards the back. So these are going to be very similar to what we've just done. So the instructions don't actually say to install the large reflector at this stage. So at this point, this is the end of step number 57. So I'm going to move on to step number 58, and we will install the large reflector when the instructions say to go ahead and do so. Step number 58. So the third motor is now ready to be installed, and therefore we are going to need the other bracket to be able to attach that to. Adding this motor onto the bracket is just like the other two. The directions say to start with the right-hand side bracket, so that's where I've got this. And just as before, it's going to go through the hole, line up the holes on the back so we have the threads ready to go, and get these 4 screws into place. Next, of course, is to add the wheel. So I'm going to go ahead and get that put on, and then the outer part of the wheel gets attached as well. And with the motor being tested, that now completes the end of step number 58. So that's the conclusion of the build for February. Thank you very much for joining me. Next month, I'm pretty sure we are going to get the reflector installed along with the actual lights that are going to go into each of those. I believe the next wheel is also coming in next month as well. So things are moving right along, and very soon we'll be able to start moving on up towards the top of the Dalek again. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me, and have yourselves a good rest of February, and see you part of the way through March. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.